What is up, wrestling fans? I am Jason Burgos for Ringside Intel, here to give results and my final grades on Saturday night's main event in Atlanta, Georgia. The event that just ended a little while ago inside State Farm Arena. Let's go through small card, only 4 matches. First match was Randy Orton versus Drew McIntyre. I gave it a C+. I thought the match was fine. Nothing spectacular, nothing bad, nothing we haven't seen before. And it was like, we've seen them in wild ambulance matches and all kinds of stuff. So it's just seeing them in a regular match was whatever, fine. But you had the addition of Jelly Roll and Logan Paul. They set up the match that the four are going to face each other at SummerSlam later this year. Jelly Roll got a little physical, which was fun. Logan Paul made him look very good. Overall, the match was fine. Randy Orton gets the win because of Jelly Roll's kind of a distraction on Drew McIntyre. But fine, 7 C+. It's an okay match. Moving on from there, Jimmy Uso versus his brother Solo Sako for the United States Heavyweight title. That match was cool. I thought they had good chemistry. It was an entertaining match. I gave that one a B-. You had some instances where the Solo's MFTs got involved during the match, especially later. You had Tonga get involved and kind of help Solo win with his big long leg, and during the roll up, Solo gets the win. Then you have them jump Jimmy after the match. Of course, Jacob Fatu comes out. He clears the ring, has a great showdown with Tonga, gets him out the ring. Even though he battled back and forth a little bit, he looked great as always, had a cool moment. But overall, the match itself, I gave it a B-. Moving on from there, you have the one of the most anticipated matches on the card, which was Seth Rollins versus LA Knight. And it's going to end up being probably the biggest story from this show, and not for good reasons. At the end of the match, Seth Rollins kind of turns back the clock a little bit. He does a springboard kind of a move like a swanton, and then he does another springboard where he flips. He moonsaults backwards, lands on his knee, and then kind of the knee, he lost kind of like stability in the knee. And I thought it was just going to be a situation where he was just faking an injury, being the classic baggage, draws LA Knight in, kind of screws him over, gets the win. But it turned out to be a legitimate injury, and they kind of went into this really rapid, put together finish. You can see watching it later, he's telling the doctors, I can do it. LA Knight gets the win, but it's also a disappointing win. It should have been a huge win for LA Knight to get a win over Seth Rollins, but now you have this injury issue, and Fightful is reporting, at least as of now, the injury is supposed to be legitimate. So this is going to be a big story in the days ahead. What happens with this faction he has with Bronson Reed and Braun Breaker? How does it affect them? How does it affect upcoming storylines? He is Money in the Bank. He has his Mr. Money in the Bank. That said, that doesn't have to be cashed in for a while. So hopefully it's just something like maybe a dislocated knee. Maybe it's just a couple of months and something. But man, what terrible timing. Moving on from there, and that's it. I gave that match a B-. I thought it was a cool match. It was fine, and it was good until the end affected it. But and then moving on to the main event, Bill Goldberg in his retirement match in Atlanta versus the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther. You can't really expect much. I mean, Goldberg is clearly limping with his dodgy knee. I mean, if we would have got the version of Goldberg that had the long extended feud that was a lot of fun with Brock Lesnar a few years back versus Gunther, that probably would have been a really good match. But Gunther did the best he could with a performer that's got a lot of miles, and he's going to be 60 in a couple years. I gave the match a D. The big standout was there was a little back and forth with Gunther and Goldberg's son, and it leads to Goldberg getting the spear and the jackhammer, but the referee's knocked out, all this stuff, and in the end, Gunther gets the win. The match itself was right. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't great, and I'm never going to be great anyway. Overall, aside from the matches, there was also a fun element where Jade Cargill was in the crowd. She gets attacked by Naomi. They have a little pull apart, and then it's revealed that Bianca Belair is going to be, the referee for their match at Evolution on Sunday. But overall, I gave the card a C. It was fine. It wasn't terrible. It wasn't great. And I'm sure a lot of people are going to compare because it was sort of counter programming in a way to AEW's All in Texas event. And AEW All in Texas, from everything I've seen, I haven't seen it yet, was a really good card, a lot of great matches, and lived up to the hype in a lot of ways. And that's going to obviously be better. But in the end, certain things got done. The card itself was fine. So I gave it a C. What did you think of Saturday night's main event in Atlanta? Let us know.